I can remember when I had my second child, and it happened to be the second boy. And I started getting comments from everyone. Oh, you've just given birth to another boy. Be ready for the war. Be ready for the fight. People that are well experienced, that already had boys, they were telling me about their experiences, how their boys always fight with each other, how they've got to like certain disputes every day. Yes, I kind of listened and heard their stories. I did not just throw away everything they were trying to tell me. One of the things I did was that I made up my mind that I wasn't going to raise boys that will fight. How I was going to do it, I didn't know. But from that moment, I began to look for ways. I began to read books and I began to pray about it as well, because I said I was going to raise boys that are not going to be fighting, having physical fight in the house. Back to when all this started, I kind of shared my idea with some lovely parents who are more experienced than me, who have been on this journey, they've had results, and they were people I trusted. They were people that I could say, oh, they were mentors, and they kind of threw away my idea. So they said things like, it's not possible. It's because you are just starting. That's why you're talking like this. By the time you get into it, you will see that it's practically impossible to achieve this. And I love them. There were some other things they said to me that were very useful to me. So that doesn't mean that everything everyone will tell you as a parent is what you will take. So I made up my mind. I said, well, I'm going to break this. I'm going to raise my boys, and they're not going to be fighting in the house. I'm going to make sure they don't throw fists at each other, and I'm going to achieve this effectively. I'm going to achieve this. I made up my mind to achieve it. So fast forward to today, I've got a 13-year-old, I've got a 10-year-old, and I've got a 6-year-old. I could say that my boys, have taught them to use their words instead of throwing fists at each other. We have a no violence rule in the house. We don't fight in this house. So even when argument gets heated up, I keep telling them, we don't fight in this house. This is not a house where you fight. Yes, we can disagree. We can talk about things, but we've got our words to use, and we use it carefully, gracefully. And I'm glad I'm able to achieve this. I'm sharing the story with you because you're going to meet a lot of people on your parenting journey, people who have more experience than you, people who you trust, people who have proven results. That doesn't mean it should define your own success. You can actually coin out your own success. It doesn't mean you should disrespect them or just throw away everything they tell you. Sit down, listen, pick the lessons, see what you could learn from them. If you think that you need to ask questions, why did you think this happened? You need to ask them questions, pick the lessons, and try and improve your family. It is very important that you don't just look at people's faults or just look at what they're not doing right. It's good to also look at why they are not doing it right. If you need to ask them questions, that will be really nice. So just sit down, draft a plan for yourself, have a mindset, have a parenting plan. And I believe this will really help you. Cheers.